Hey you guys, it's Dani, and today we are going to be going through the new expansion pack as well as arranging my Terra Volatile deck. I got Terra Volatile. This is a, let's see if I can say it, Credo Quia Absurdum deck. I got this, as you can tell, a while back when it first came out. And I did my walkthrough of this, and the creators reached out to me and asked if I would like the expansion pack when it came out, and I was like, oh, hells yes. I had fallen in love with this deck, and I still do, and I know that they had a lot of problems, a lot of like production issues, and all kinds of crazy things going on, but it has finally arrived. Now, they said that this was, because they asked if I would mind one with little dots on it, or, you know, if I wanted one that was perfect, and I was like, look, my tarot has the dots. Because they asked if I wanted a replacement, and I was like, absolutely not. Because it didn't bother me, but I didn't even look, I didn't even notice if there was anything on the back. Okay, maybe a little, no. I don't know, you guys. They seem pretty good to me. I didn't have any kind of issue. I don't see anything, so I'm totally fine with it. So today I kind of wanted, I put everything back in order. That way we can look at what has changed in the expansion pack, as well as what was added. And I want to also look at the doubles that were, or triples, that were already in the deck, because I would like to set myself the Terra Volatile for now. So I want to pick a card. I don't want all the extra ones, like 2 or 3 different cards at a time. I think I want just a plain, quote unquote, a plain deck, and I just kind of want to set it for now. So as we go along, I will kind of pick and choose, and then we'll flip through the entire deck as it will stand in my rotation as of right now. And trust me, there are a few that I'm just like, I don't know. So maybe you guys can help me pick those out as well. So let's go ahead and start with what's in the expansion pack and just kind of go from here. So first things first, we have the High Priestess versus Intuition. So right away, I want to go with Intuition, solely because I love the look of her more so than this kind of like La Papesse kind of idea where she's like the Popess, right? I much rather this more esoteric view. So let's see, I'm going to put the ones I want here, the ones that will go here. So as you can see, next we have Fertility versus the Empress. I love this change. I like the snake here with the lilies. There's like this goddess. Can you all see that? This like goddess statue here. Oh man. I thought for sure I wanted this Empress. But then Fertility, oh, I love those bamboo, not bamboo, they're banana. Like, they look like the big banana leaves in the background. But I feel like maybe Fertility might kind of, oh, this is a tough one. Let's hold this one. Okay, we have the Emperor versus Authority. Now, I'm going to go with the Emperor still. Did I choose that? Yeah. I'm going to go with the Emperor still. Mostly because the guns and the Authority, I don't like that. I like the ruthlessness of it. I really love the idea of the chains, the pyramid, the skull and crossbones here. As kind of like this like dictatorship of kind of taking over. But I think with everything that's going on in the world, it just feels too real with all the guns. So I think I'm going to go with the regular Emperor for now. Oh my god. And then we have the Pope and Dogma. So the pig is creepy. right off the bat with Dogma. The pig is creepy. But I think what makes it more creepy is the fact that I just finished reading this novel called Pearl about this pig who kind of manipulates people's minds into doing whatever he needs. So like teaching him and kind of mind control. And it was strange. It was weird. Okay, it was weird. It's kind of like Animal Farm, only it's one pig and it's, strangeness. But the impact that has on this particular card and about, like, people in chains down here, this kind of Pope figure has chains and keys. There are people lined up. There's smoke, and there's that pig. I don't know. It just gives me a lot of feels. And so, with Dogma here, even though I feel like it is a darker image of what the Pope or the Hierophant can be, I think I'm going to go with that. Because I do feel like this is, like, my darker deck, right? So, I'm not too worried about those kind of things. Up next is The Lovers and Crossroads. As crazy as this is, I love this Crossroads. I love this. And you know why? I have it right here. The Night Goddess Tarot. Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. Instead of the Lovers, we have the Wayfarer. And the way that the Intuitive Night Goddess spoke about how there were these choices. We have the easy road that doesn't lead to much, and the difficult road that leads to everything. It gives me those feels in this Crossroads where you have a choice to make. And it still feels like he's communicating. There is a bird here that he is looking to, almost like someone there to guide him and walk with him or her. I guess it could be a her. It is a dress, a skirt or something, but him or her, guiding them along the way. And they've come to this crossroads, and it's like, do you go back to where you started? Do you make this choice? You know, I like the choice. I like the choice. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, and then we have the Chariot versus Determination. And while I do love the thestral look of this Determination, I prefer this Chariot. Mostly because I feel like this has more of a manipulation in your determination, which, God, I really like that concept too. Okay, anyway, so we're talking it out, you guys. So there are these hands coming out the back. There is this skull. You can't really see any body in the back, so it's like, are they trying to make up their mind? Are they being manipulated into their determination? Do they feel like this is something they have to do, so they're determined to prove themselves? Oh, there's a lot of... Okay, I think I just talked myself into this. Okay. Up next, the Truth and Justice. While I love the idea of it being called the Truth, I do love the heart being weighed on justice, whereas this one is kind of like an Egyptian idea of the truth. There's the crocodile, we have the Egyptian statues, the pyramid in the back, and then we have, is it Ma'at that does the weighing against the feather? We have a whole person and a heart. With all the hieroglyphics, but oh, I really love this look. Although I love the Egyptian theme here. But I feel like with the way that it's shaping up, I think I'm going to go with Justice for now. But I do love that Truth. So then we have a few here. We have 3 here for the Hermit. We have the Hermit, Soul Searching, and Time. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so time is intense as hell. And I love the concept of time. He has the lantern, but it's also the, instead of a regular lantern, it's shaped like a lantern, but it is the sands hourglass. And he's standing on this skull, and it's like very Hieronymus Bosch chewing of the person. It's a lot. Even I'll admit it's a lot. Especially for the card for the Hermit. Gosh, as big of a concept as this could be, I much prefer the Hermit over either one, because I feel like even with soul searching, it doesn't quite touch on the cavernous feeling of the Hermit that I like. And whereas this, like, while it does feel cavernous, it feels terrifying. And I do like the idea of kind of being scared to go within, being scared to see what's on the inside and this truth, and basically looking time in the face. Like, you have to take time out. You have to use this time to go within, and time is ticking, and pretty soon it's gone. So it's like there's all these feels that go along with it, but like, I think I'm gonna stick with the Hermit. Okay, so up next, Fortuna and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just gonna say this is gonna be a long video. I probably should have prefaced that. So grab you something to drink. I have my Jack coffee. This might be a hot minute, okay? Okay, so Wheel of Fortune versus Fortuna. I love Fortuna. It's one of my favorite images. I love the idea that she is turned around. There is the cloth that she holds. There are money and jewels. There's, looks like lightning and maybe fire in her hand. She is balancing on her ball. There are two cogs. They're like wagon wheels, but it almost looks like they're cogs in a watch. And she is standing upon these swords that have been stuck in the ground, and like there's so much going on here, and I just love the idea of having her kind of come in, balancing everything, and yes, we're going Fortuna. Okay. Then up next is Temperance and Art. I love this art card like 100%. She is got the elements in her hand. She's got water and fire. There is this bubbling air coming in. There is earth all around her. She's got her elements. She is performing alchemy, and I'm so about it. Versus this, which is more traditional. We have the angel pouring into the cup, 1 foot in the water, plants all around, but like art with Temperance, it's like hands down my new fave. Okay, we have a few devils to look at. So we have the goat head, we have the man devil, kind of this I don't even know what you would call him. It's not a centaur, is it? I don't know, this kind of pan type, goat's bottom, man's head with the horns. I'm literally blanking from my mind. But we have masked lovers. We have the lovers from the Lover's card. And then we have Torment, which is just, oh my gosh, look at that face. So he's got what looks like a femur in his hand. The light that's coming around him, along with these angel wings in the back, makes me think of that like fallen angel Lucifer idea of like Lucifer being the morning star, and then being tossed down. We have a heart here, human bones, all these snakes wrapped around. I always love the concept when it comes to the devil of the fact that we torment ourselves. He is merely a scapegoat, in my personal opinion. And so the torment is a way for us to say that someone is doing this to me, or it wasn't me doing this. I was being taken over by this entity. So I really like the idea of torment. So I think I'm going to go with that. Although these are crazy, crazy cool. Anyway, another really tough decision for me. The Tower or Hubris. Oh my gosh. I love this tower image. It's got the people falling. It's got the lightning. It's got the fire. It's got the actual tower. This one, oh, I love this image of this person falling. The crown is falling off their head. There are roots at the bottom. There's just like bursting open in the background. It looks like a tower here, this kind of streak of lightning here. But like the idea of hubris, I really like that idea. I think I'm going to put this aside with the Empress. I don't know. Okay, and then we have Dream and the Star. Hands down, the Star. I don't feel like this dream fits. Like, I think it's the image, like the facial image, that I don't know. It doesn't look like anything else in the deck to me. Like, this like really white, black and white with like this, it almost looks like Celtic knotting in the back. I don't know. It just, I'm going to go with the Star. It just doesn't fit for me. This is another one that's really hard for me. This is the Moon and the Labyrinth. Oh, man. This is a beautiful moon card. Like, it's got the two towers here, the dogs, our coyote, and we have the crawfish down here, our lobster. We have someone kind of coming up from the back. It's such a beautiful layout. It's such a beautiful card. But then we have the Labyrinth, where it's like you're trying to make your way in the dark. This whole thing is a mystery to you. But the higher the moon gets, the more is going to be revealed, right? And the Labyrinth always holds secrets. Okay, well, I think I just talked myself into it for now. Okay, the Sun or poetry? I love the idea of poetry, but I love this Sun card so much. It could be the fact that they have this beautiful booty hanging out, but it also could just be the feel of it. Like, right away I look at it and it feels like the sun. Whereas this one, I think it's the look on our poet's face that doesn't feel as joyous as this. And when I think of the sun, I do think of joy. So I think I'm going to go with the sun. And it doesn't hurt that there's a nice booty in the front. Okay. Then we have Judgment and Apotheosis. I kind of like Apotheosis for this. I like the concept of it. I like the change that it brings versus this like lamb Jesus here. While I do love a weird animal, I much rather the idea of Apotheosis. So I think I'm going to go with that. The Universe and the World. You cannot tell me that this is not a beautiful, beautiful world. Beautiful. And I love that she is standing upon this, I want to say a planet, because it looks like there are planets all over in the back. This kind of round planet ball, and then there's the sun, so everything kind of corresponds around, so maybe it is a planet. She's beautiful. I love the look. Immediately I resonate more so with this than this universe, so I am going to go with the world on this. Okay, now we get into the fun part. These are the minors. So we were given this Two of Cups, but now we have all three. Two guys, two girls, and a guy and a girl. And I freaking love this option. Me personally, I guess it would depend on what I'm doing, that I think I'll keep these kind of close together depending upon what I'm reading about, who I'm reading about. So these are all going to kind of stay around and within the deck, I think. You know, like in my box versus put away with the expansion pack. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. I'll put these off to the side. So we have the Three of Cups. I love this. with just the hands, and they all look like they're from different social classes, as do these, but I love the idea of just seeing the hands, because then they could be anyone. So I want to go with that. We have the Six of Cups. I want to go with the new one from the expansion pack, because every time I see this one, because it is snowing, while it does bring that nostalgia, kind of Charles Dickens-esque, every time I see it, I automatically think Five of Pentacles. And so just to avoid that, I'm going to go with this bright sunny day. We have a new Nine of Cups. I was not a huge fan of this depiction, so I will gladly take the drunk guy for our Nine of Cups. So we have added a princess to every suit. I believe it's just to take the place of the page, but I don't know if I'm going to take the page out. I think I might just add the princess in. So that's my plan for now. This Princess of Cups is everything. I freaking love her. I don't know what it is about her. Maybe, like, I think maybe it's because I almost see myself in her. Like, just the whole vibe, and I'm so down for it. Anyway, we also have 2 different knights for every suit. So, this is our original. This is our new Knight of Cups, and I love the blindfolded Knight of Cups. I really love the fact that both the horse and the rider are blindfolded, being led by their emotions is kind of what it feels like, or being led by fate. So I am going to go with this new knight. And here we go again. The Five of Coins or Pentacles. You can see this one has all the snowy vibes, whereas our new one is more grounded. We have like very earth tones, but I think I'm still going to go with this snowy one for this because it's immediately what I think of. Our Six of Coins, I love the look of this angel kind of giving those coins and balancing these scales. I love the look of it versus this one. Although I love the generosity of like helping someone who obviously needs. But I still feel that in this, but I feel like there is more happiness about it. I like it. I like it. Then we have our 2 Ten of Coins. This is one where like, I don't know. I don't feel like there's a huge difference in... I mean, there's obviously a difference, you know, but like a huge difference in feel. They both feel very similar to me. But I do like the fact that we have our older gentleman interacting with the family versus like hovering over the family. So I think that's the one we're going to do. Look at this Princess of Coins. She looks like some sort of superhero. I don't know why I love her so much, but I do. And she's like, got that coin, holding on to that coin. I love her. Okay. Then we have the 2 Knight of Coins. I really like this knight over this one, although I love the laurel in his hand. I think I like this knight better. I don't know. I just feel like... Oh, well, they both do have... I was going to say, I just feel like I really love the idea of the messenger. There's the wings there, but he's got his wings here too. The goat versus the horse. Although I do love this horse. I like the stature of this one versus this knight who seems like he's kind of slinking around the corner. Even though it's very fruitful all around him. I don't know. I like the feel of this knight for now. Then we have our 2 Four of Swords. I like the traditional view of this and how we have the kind of geometric shapes coming up. But this Four of Swords, you can see that this knight has been through a lot. I think I like this one better for now. Then we have our 5 of Swords. Again, we have a more traditional look. Like, we even got vultures up here at the top. But then we have this, where it's like things are cracking. There are snakes and bodies all down there. Everything's kind of cracking. And I feel like I really like the idea of the Five of Swords being like, you know, even in, if you think of it on a bigger scale, not only just like an average, like a man winning a fight, you know, above all things, you know, cheating, lying, stealing. At what cost on a bigger level, right? Does like war and suffering have when you're trying to do stuff by force and taking things that aren't yours and kind of crashing everything down? So I think I like this one better for now. Oh, Seven of Swords. I love this fox coming in. The moon actually seems to be watching the fox more so than the guy watching the moon. So I think I'm going to go with the fox, even though I do love all the kind of geometry look to that. Okay. We have our princess. She's straight up has a head on a platter. She's a badass. And then we have our knights. I like the idea that this is a Pegasus, but I really like this knight because he feels to be charging forward, where there seems to be hesitation on this knight, and I like my Knight of Swords to be charging forward. Yeah. Okay. Then we have the Two of Wands. I cannot look at this and not see a slab of meat. I know that he's painting something, but it looks like a slab of meat. And it's just not it, because I can't not see it. So I'm going to go with our regular 2 right there. Okay. Then we have the Four of Wands. I love both of these. But I feel like this one, I immediately see it, whereas this one, I'm trying to see what's going on. Are they fighting or are they dancing? So I think I'm going to go with the original. And I love this, like, almost primal feel that the wands have in this deck. And so I do kind of want to keep that. So then we have the Seven of Wands. I really like all of this fire and all these sticks coming after him versus them being all in a pile. Yeah, I think I want this one. Okay, and this one for the watchdog here. We have a literal watchdog man, and then we have a man with a watchdog. As much as this intrigues me, I think I'm definitely going to go with the man and the watchdog for the Nine of Wands. I just feel like it suits me better. It's not so jarring when I see this guy. Yeah. But you gotta love the creativity. This Princess of Wands, again, badass. Just love these images. She reminds me of the World card. Okay, we have our Knight of Wands. Okay, creepy camel, but this dude, look at this horse. Like, staring you in the face, red hair, all of this fire. His wand is on fire. I do like the idea of the head being on fire with, like, all the ideas and passion and creativity, but this horse has sold it for me. The horse has sold it for me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're into the vessels. I know a lot of people hate this card, this Five of Vessels, because of the body parts at the bottom. However, this depiction of Kali is stunning. And I love it, and so she is definitely coming in here. And then we have the Nine of Vessels. I do like the three-headed animal here. It's like lion, bat, chicken, dog, cow thing. But this is beautiful. With the lion taking a bite out of the moon. We have all these like esoteric, it looks like some sort of maybe even hermetic wheel. I don't know. I'm not very good at detecting those things. But I do love the look of this. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, and then we have our last few. So we do have our new Princess of Vessels, which I do love. And then we have 3 new cards. We have a yes, a no, and you are making the wrong decisions. I love all 3 of these. These are also going to be staying with my deck so that I have them and I can choose my 2 for whatever reading I'm doing, and I'll have these to kind of answer those questions or mix them in if I want. So that's it for the expansion pack. It is amazing. So let's talk about what's left of kind of the double cards. I think this is it. Okay. So here are the rest of the double cards, double or triple. So let's talk about these. So we have the Fool and the Fooless. I love her. They both have the same feel for me. But do I want to keep them both in there? Oh, a part of me does. Okay. I'm gonna put this aside. Okay. For the Magician, we have the Magician and the Alchemist, and I cannot help but think of a drug lord when I see this, so I'm gonna go with the regular Magician. Then we have Fortitude and Strength, and I can't lie, every time I see his face, it kind of makes me giggle. So I think I'm gonna go with Fortitude on this one, and I like all the fire coming off of this lion, so we're gonna do that. So then we have the Hanged Man and Prudence. I love the idea of Prudence. So I think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to go with Prudence. Death. Okay. This is another one where I'm like, oh. The Misery Collector is intense. I don't think I'm going to be using the Misery Collector. However, Death and Rebirth, I may keep both of those. So I'm going to put these 2 off the side, and I'm going to put this here. Okay. Then we have the 7 of Coins, and this is another one that I have been thinking about for a long time because I kind of just left everything in the deck. And I've been like shuffling and using it with all the multiple cards, but it is going to be too big with the expansion pack, which is why I'm doing this in the first place. And I don't know with this one. This one's really hard because I love the idea of like seeing everything grow and like cultivating it here, but I also love the idea of like it kind of taking over you. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna put this aside. Then we have our 3 of Swords. As much as I love this image, I think it's amazing. I really love her getting caught in the brambles. So I think I'm going to go with the lady on this one. 5 of Wands, we have men fighting and boys fighting. I like the idea of the boys fighting because this can eventually turn into this. But sometimes it just starts here, even like no matter the age. It can start with a friendly game and can end in war. So I feel like I want this because this is no matter what stage where I feel like this has progressed to a point that you can't come back from it as easy. So I'm going to go with the boys on this one. Another really hard one because I feel like this is coming down and this is coming up. Goodness. I like the idea of having the bigger picture because when we think of the regular like wands in motion for this, it's almost like we can see, like we have a higher advantage and we can kind of see what's on the ground. So I think I'm going to go with that feeling, although I love this idea too. So this might be one that I switch up every once in a while. I think I'm going to go with this. And our last one is our Page of Wands. I think I want to go with this guy because, again, like the badasses that are the suit of wands, the princess, the queen, the king, the knight. I just feel like they're, I don't know, they're like fiery and raw and real and primitive in their like, what is this called? What is this called? I don't even know, like passion, their excitement, their like go-getterness. I can't speak anymore. The time is done. Regardless, I feel like this is the one that's coming in there. Okay. I think I did it. So, back to these. Oh. I'm like trying to think like gut instinct. I want to pull this, but I really love this. This, I think, is going to stay. This is going to be kind of like making those decisions whether I want the Fool or Death or what cup. I think that's okay. Oh, so hard. I think I'm going to go with the Empress. I feel like fertility can sometimes... I wish she was just named the Empress, because I think I like this one better, but I like the idea of the Empress over fertility because I feel like sometimes it puts it in a box, although it's very fruitful here. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna... shit. I don't know, you guys. These are hard. These are hard. Okay, your vote. Vote down below. Empress or fertility? Vote tree or shovel? Towel or... Towel. I'll know if you put towel. Tower or hubris? Help me with these. I cannot choose. Help! Okay, I'm gonna put all these right here. You guys let me know what you choose. And, you know, put those down below, and I will do a short after a week or two. I'll do a short, and I'll tell you which ones I picked for these, okay, guys? So that is it. Let's kind of check out this thing. So, intuition, the Emperor, dogma, crossroads, determination, kept justice, the Hermit, Fortuna, we have art, torment, the star, the labyrinth, the sun, apotheosis, the world, we have the 3 cups, the 6, the 9, the princess, the knight. Our coins, we have the 5, the 6, the 10, the princess, and the knight. We have the swords, the 4, the 5, the 7, the princess, the knight. The wands, we have the 2, the 4, the 7, the 9, the princess, the knight. The 5 of vessels, the 9, the princess, and then this is the rest of the deck that we have set. So the cups, we have the ace, the 4, the 5, the 7, 8, 10, then we have the page, queen, oh I love the queen, king, ace of coins, we have the 2, which I love his little glasses, the 3, 4, 8, 9, we have our page, queen, king. The swords, we have the ace, 2, 5. Did we say? I feel like we didn't have the 3. Did I put both 3s? No, I didn't, huh? Did I just miss her? Am I tripping? Probably. Where's my 3 go? I think I'm tripping. Did I put her over here for whatever reason? No, she's not here. I had to have missed her, right? Where's our 3 of Swords? Where is she, y'all? Where did I put her? I don't know. I lost her. We'll get her. Anyway, we have the 8 of Swords, the 9, the 10, the Page, which I love this David and Goliath. Our Queen. We have some ruthless swords, which is another reason why I felt like the new Knight of Swords was way too passive. Then we have the Wands. 1, 3, 4, no, 6, 10. Look at that Queen. Do you see what I mean? Like, we needed the Page with the war paint. It just went well. Then we have the Vessels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Our Page, Knight, Queen, beautiful Queen, King, and then we have our Magician, Fortitude, Prudence, here she is, 3, crazy. We have our 5 of Wands, our 8 of Wands, and our Page. So that is our new Terra Volatile deck, all put together. With these exceptions I needed help with. And then I think I'm going to start off with the Fool, with Death, and this too. And that's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip this over, and there we go. So again, you guys, let me know down below which ones you think. And, like, let me know why. Like, is it because you think I might like them better over time? Is it because you prefer one over the other? Do you see something in it that, I don't know, you feel like it would go? Like, I'm open to all suggestions. Let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know if you are getting this expansion. I think it's worth it. I love the idea of being able to come back to this and, like, switch things around and make the deck how you want it. I really love this deck in particular because it goes to a dark place. And I feel like when I'm in those kind of moods, when I just want to deep dive into the depths of my soul or into something that isn't always pretty, I want something like this. I'm coughing. Sorry. I want something that shows that not so pretty vibe. I want something that will bring that gut reaction out, and not a lot of decks do that for me without being like, I mean, I don't want it to be gory for gory's sake, obviously, but like sometimes I just want to see, you know, somebody ripped to pieces. I don't know. You know, like sometimes maybe you need a meat slab, you know? Sometimes maybe you need, where's the at? This 5 of Vessels that just kind of has everything kind of torn apart. Like, what are you doing dissecting yourself in this way? Like, you know what I mean? There's so much that can come out. Like, even the Misery Collector, I feel like there are going to be times where, like, I need to see this in a reading, or I need to see this big heart, these, you know, men that are just killing each other, basically. You know, sometimes you just need that kind of vibe. You need that kind of realness. So I really enjoy the fact that this deck does that for me without being, like, over the top. Like, I don't want 100% horror, right? But I want realness, and I want, like, raw sometimes. And I feel like this does it for me more so than anything else. And it's, like, the type of images that I really love to see. This kind of old etch vibe. I don't know. It just... this does it for me. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this and the expansion pack. Let me know if there's any choices that I made that you're like, no, because I'm always interested to hear. But you guys, I'll be back very soon. We have the Somnia Tarot to dig into, which I have been absolutely loving. I've been using the hell out of it. So we will be doing that very soon, among many, many things. And so I'm sending all of my love. If you guys are looking to join, I actually showed this to the Mystic fam early. They got to see the whole of the expansion pack early. If you guys are looking to join that, all the links are down below. It kind of explains what the whole membership is. Also, Etsy, how to book a reading, my Instagram, 3 fat readers, and all the other usual links are also going to be down below. So I hope to see you guys very soon. I'm sending you all my love. Mwah! Later, Gators.